Ladies and gentlemen, the end of Warzone is officially upon us. No, this is no longer speculation. We actually have a date and time, and Activision has actually reached out, tweeted, and told us that it is true. The end of Warzone is coming at the end of Season 2. So throughout this video, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be looking at all of the evidence leading up to this. We're going to look at what Activision tweeted today, and then on top of that, dive into some Season 3 leaks for both Warzone and Black Ops Cold War and discuss what is coming next, including some new weapons. In fact, a lot of new weapons that have been leaked. So in this video, we're going to go over all of that, starting off with how we got here. So the beginning of the end, as it was advertised, started with the beginning of Season 2. And with this, we saw the Vodyanoi, the ship, crash up on shore in Verdansk. This ship was sent from Rebirth Island and was containing what we believed was Nova 6 gas. But by the time the boat crashed, zombies had already taken over. And immediately, zombies started spreading through Verdansk. At this time, we saw an infection percentage of 5%, but as we saw, it grew and grew until this week it's at 66%. The other thing that we got with Season 3 was the opening up of the missile bunkers. And inside, we obviously saw missiles, and people assumed that they were going to be used to stop the zombies outbreak. And eventually, as the outbreak grew, Activision started to send us emails with images inside them. The first one that we got contained a TV station, which had a secret message, but specifically down in one corner, there was something that said 04/21/21, and we assumed that this was a date, April the 21st, 2021. And as we continued on, people assumed that this would be the date of the ending of Verdansk, when the missiles would be launched. And this week we got a very similar email with another kind of coded message and a receipt that once again stated the order number of 4/21 or April 21st. Now the weird thing about this image is that if you look at it, it's talking about Burger Town, and at the very bottom, when it normally talks about a location, it's smudged out with a blood smudge, but it looks like it says train or train station, which is weird because this was never one of the leaked locations for zombies to be at. So it didn't really make any sense for zombies to go there. Then today we were sent another thing by Activision, as you are seeing here. Now, the interesting thing about this is it's for Verdansk Dam. Obviously, there is a construction helmet that says so, and it says on the note, once the hostiles reach here, we levy a guess that Verdansk is all but gone to the damned. April 21st, 12 p.m. So, first things first, we get a date and a time. I'm assuming the 12 p.m. is Pacific time, but they haven't specifically stated yet, on April 21st. The interesting thing about this is the day before Season 3 is supposed to start. So assumably, this is going to be some sort of live event that happens on that day. It is also possible that Season 3 starts a day early. We have seen that in the past, but as of right now, I'm guessing that on the 22nd is when Season 3 starts, and the 21st is going to be some sort of live, possibly even a nuke event going on in Warzone. The other weird part about this is it talks about dam. If we go back to the image that we were looking at before, there is nothing in this to indicate that the zombies were going to Damned. It's a little bit strange. You see Burger Town, which is not at Dam. On top of that, you see what seems to say train station, which is not at Dam. And none of this really points toward that. So I found that very strange. So why would they put this out in the first place other than the order number being 4/21? I'm not 100% sure, but I did see some interesting comments and some tweets. By the way, check out my Twitter down below if you want to stay up to date that way. But some people were saying, based off of the message that they send here with zombies exploding into flames or exploding into gas, this could actually be referring to hellhounds, and hellhounds possibly coming to Verdansk because they haven't been here yet in the zombies outbreak, which is a pretty interesting theory. And technically, based off what we were sent this week with the dam helmet and the note, technically the dam could not happen until next week, but I doubt it. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen this week. And based off of the note alone, it was very difficult to tell what was going to happen at April 21st at 12 p.m. It could be the zombies get to 100%, it could be the peak of the outbreak, or it could be that finishing event. And at this point, we didn't know until Activision tweeted today with a video showing 4/21/21 and the caption on Twitter with 4/21/21, the end is near, #Warzone. And this confirms it. The end is near for Verdansk, for the zombies outbreak, and as we've seen with leaks, the beginning of a brand new map, the 1980s Warzone map. And we made a specific video talking about that and that alone yesterday with the new locations. So if you want to check that out, it is linked down below or after the video. So this confirms it. 4/21, April 21st, the end of Warzone is coming, and I can't wait to see what they do with this, whether it's a live event, whether it's just that's when the new map's coming. I don't know, but it's going to be really interesting. So this moves us into Season 3. This is what's coming next in Black Ops Cold War and in Warzone, and we actually don't have an insane amount of leaks this time around. We don't really have any maps, we don't have any characters, and what I will say about that is it's a little bit odd that we haven't seen any characters return. We haven't seen a Mason come into the game. We haven't seen Perseus, and it would make a lot of sense for them to do that now that Warzone is going back into the 1980s. It would also make sense with the story of Cold War, with potentially Woods needing help saving Adler. So Mason, Perseus, good guesses, but other than that, we don't really know. But the one leak that we do have is with the weapons. We have 7 potential weapons coming to the game. Now, keep in mind with seasons, there is generally 2 weapons in the battle pass and generally 2-ish weapons that come throughout a season at the very most, plus generally like 1 new melee weapon. So what we have, I'm going to go through all 7 of them, and then we're going to talk about which one each of them can possibly be, because we don't have any individual names. For example, for the tactical rifle, it is called the T9 Fast Burst. So we know very minimal about it. We don't have an actual name. The current rumor right now is that it's going to be the G11. Makes sense. It's probably one of the fastest burst weapons that we've ever had in a Call of Duty game, and it goes with the Black Ops lore. So that one makes a lot of sense. One that we do know for sure is the T9 ballistic knife. So this one's really straightforward. It's the ballistic knife. This one's going to be interesting to see how it plays into Warzone. Of course, I love having it in the game because it really works well in gun game and game modes like that. And this is, once again, just a staple with Black Ops games. After this is where things get a little bit more cryptic, but we have the SMG Prey. Obviously, the thing that comes to mind there is spray and pray. In other words, a pretty fast firing from the hip SMG. The first one that came to mind for me was the PPSH. We also saw the PPSH in the original teaser for Zombies for Cold War, so it would make sense if that would finally come out. Also one of my favorite SMGs in any Call of Duty game, and a weapon that Treyarch likes to include in their game. So that one would make sense. After this, we have the Lmg Slow Fire. This could be a lot of things. I've heard some people say the Browning, but again, it's basically all speculation. And then the next one is the full auto pistol. Now, the interesting thing about these last 2 weapons is they could technically both be the weapons that are already in Modern Warfare. The RAL is a slow firing LMG, and the full auto pistol could very well be the Soykov. But these are Cold War files, and it would be very odd for them to have the same gun in both Modern Warfare and Cold War, as that has never been done. So again, just speculation, but a full auto pistol is a full auto pistol. After this, we have 2 pretty obvious ones. We have the baseball bat. Obviously, that's a baseball bat. And the other one is files for a recurve bow. Now, the weird part about this is we already have a crossbow. We already have the bow and arrow, which is a score streak. So it would be very odd to me that for them to add a recurve bow as well. I don't see it happening, so I'm guessing that it was maybe an idea and the files were there from the campaign, because you can use the recurve bow in the campaign, and then they're just kind of leftover files from that. But again, just speculation based off of that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is everything that we know thus far. We know the end of Warzone, or at least the end of Verdansk is coming. We are going to be getting some sort of new map that is apparently going to be taking place in the 1980s. Again, I got that separate video on that if you want to check out those locations. Now, on top of this, we also learned a lot about the new weapons coming to the game today, and of course, when it is happening. April 21st at 12 p.m. We still don't know what time zone that is. My best guess would be Pacific time, but again, we're not 100% sure. Could also be Eastern time as well. But again, as we get more information on all of this, more leaks, more information on characters coming, what is happening with the map, I will keep you guys updated. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel, notifications turned on, hit that like button if you enjoyed, all of that good jazz. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for